because I say this for every program, I'm like super duper stoked for this one. Only because Autumn she was the very first program I did with Beachbody. She's the one that taught me about nutrition and how to ring it in. She's the one that helped me lose my anxiety weight. So for me, she holds a dear place in my heart because she's completely changed my life, my business, my family, everybody, you guys, like if it wasn't for Autumn, and I told her that one time, shh, I told her that one time, and she's like, no, sweetie, you did it. I'm like, no, you did it. And she's like, no, you did it. I'm like, well, okay. I said, I did the work, but you had all of the tools, and you're the one that got me where I am today. So that's why I'm so excited for this program. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and dig in. We have Ann on the call. I've been like counting down the minutes for this call because she hasn't been able to share much about the program. So she would like give me like little hints, and she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, and I'm like, don't worry, I won't say anything. So I have not even heard from her. Like, I know her results. You guys all saw her results. Wow, like inches, you can just see them. And I'm so excited to hear from you, Ann. Like, I am like so proud of you, bowing down, because you were part of Autumn's test group. People would pay money to be part of that. Hey, little one, how are you?
Say hi.
Hi. Hi, sweetie. I saw you. Did she know that you posted about her and her two sisters?
Which one?
Yeah, yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Maybe not the one from last day.
Oh, no.
I actually don't even think I showed her that picture.
What picture?
It was a picture of you and reading to your sisters.
It was adorable.
You were reading to your sisters. Sometimes I'll post yesterday? Was that? Yes, it was. Yeah. But she's supposed to be in her bedroom cleaning.
Oh.
Read to my room.
Yeah, it's the next project. All right, kiddo. All right, I gotta start talking here, right? So.
Right. I did hour workout with my mom with all the.
Did you like it?
All right, now we got the crew coming. I'm sorry.
So get out of here.
Oh my
God.
I know. Yeah.
I was gonna say she could tell us
all right.
about it.
I went. You know that really long thing that mom did?
Our Super Saturday, or not a Super Summit workout.
Oh, I saw that. Was it like?
Yeah, I did it the whole thing.
Did you? Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you on the punching guys team thingy.
Oh,
yeah.
The workout with Joel. That was a fun experience.
Uh-huh.
That was really neat.
All right, guys. All right. Say goodbye, all right?
No, I don't want to go. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, Maggie.
Bye, girls.
All right.
See you next time. Oh my gosh, cuties. Cuties. Okay, so let's just dive right in. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So obviously, we're talking all about 9-Week Control Freak. This is Autumn's 10th program, which I was like, okay, so she's got 4, the 21-day fix. She's got the 2 original, the 2 real-time, 80-day obsession, country heat, hammer and chisel, ultimate portion fix. And what was the 9th one?
What about her fixate or?
Would it be fixate? Maybe.
What about a little obsessed?
Oh yeah, a little obsessed. Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
She also has the prenatal stuff too.
Okay.
All the pre and post prenatal.
I was trying to figure that out because I've done all of them, obviously, except not the prenatal. But so okay, I want to show hands. How many of you are planning on doing this program? Madeline. Good. Okay. If you don't know yet, I think you should really think about why you're on this call. You're here to learn about it, and you're here because it's good for business. It's good to grow your business using the latest programs. You want to be a product of the product. Your clients, your current clients are going to come to you and ask you questions about this program, and you want to actually be able to answer them and help them. So yes, you're going to want to do this program. And this needs to be launched the right way. It's the last program of the year, of a shitty year, okay? It's right around Christmas time, and like I said, it just makes for good business. So I'm here just to kind of give you the details of it, and then Anne's gonna hop in and tell you what she experienced and her journey, and then I'm gonna come back and talk to you about marketing and how we can start sharing this program like ASAP. Okay, so Autumn Calabrese is back for her 10th program. You guys know her from 21 Day Fix, 80 Day Obsession. So this is a 9-week program that is divided into 3 phases. So each phase increases in intensity. There's 5 workouts a week, 3 DCT workouts, which stands for density complexes, and Tabata training, which I don't know if she just kind of made that up. But there's 1 day of total body tone and 1 day of Tabata cardio and core. So, and Anne, if there's something you want to add, just unmute yourself and just hop in and just add what you need to add, because you know more than I do. Density training builds strength and stamina by bringing the intensity. You perform 5 exercises for as many rounds as you can fit in before the clock expires. And then the next day, you're going to try to beat your current best. And then also what's really neat is the new equipment is going to help you increase your time under tension, where I don't know if you guys remember in AAA, 80 Day Obsession, you know how she did the time under tension? A lot of that is coming in hot with this program. Workouts are only 18 to 30 minutes long. However, and Anne, again, you could speak for me, I heard they're intense. So with new moves, there's new equipment and incredible results. It's gonna help you take control, notice, control freak, of the things that profoundly impact your quality of life. And I wanna stress that during leadership, she came on and talked to us about the fact that this is supposed to be like control freak, and you need to be like overly obsessive in control of like the workouts. She actually has a huge rest component in this program where you cool down in the evening. And she explains all of that, which I think is really, really cool. And because we don't ever really take time for rest, we are busy people. We need to take that time to decompress our day, to think about what went well for our day, to stretch out our body, relax our mind, and get ready for bed instead of being on our screens all the time, because that's not good. So let me keep going. All right, so what equipment is required? So you need the control track with B-Lines resistant band. I don't have it, obviously. Supposedly, it's very comparable to like a Bowflex. It attaches to your door frame, and it could also be mounted to a wall. You're gonna get a demo video and installation guidelines to ensure your safety, but you need this to do the program. That was when Anne and I had our call, she's like, you can't do this program without it. So that's why on December 7th, when it launches, I'm gonna be ordering my stuff right away. Thank gosh, Beachbody brought on a third-party shipper. So we should be at full capacity by the end of the month and caught up with all the delays. But just in case, I want to make sure I have my stuff. And you know, you don't know. I mean, they sold out of the bod ropes, even though this is an autumn program and they're expected to like, but I mean, I don't know if they'll sell out. I'm sure they'll have like a great supply of everything, but you just don't know. You need a fitness step. For those of you who did Transform 20, you should have that step already. It's not going to be included in the pack. That's not what Beachbody wants to do. They just want to revolutionize your gym. They want to add to it with every single program, so you're not like stuck with 4 steps with the challenge pack. So just, if you don't have one, just add it to your cart separately, because that's what they want to do. They want to basically, like I said, add more equipment and slowly build up your gym. You're going to get a core ball. It's inflatable, non-weighted ball to help take your workouts to the next level. That's something I don't have, so I'm excited about that. And obviously dumbbells. You're going to need light, heavy, medium weights. What makes this program different? You're going to get an incredibly effective and intense workout in just under 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. That's where I'm like, sign me up. So in 3 of the 5 weekly workouts, you have the density training, the strength complexes, the Tabata. You'll build strength, increase the stamina, boost your cardiovascular system. Already went over the equipment. Okay. So I'm not going to go into, well, okay, so what comes in the program? So when you order, this is exactly what you're going to get. There's 45 unique workouts. You'll work out with Autumn and the cast in real time, 5 days a week for 9 weeks. So there's a total of, 45 workouts, duh. There's controlled stretches that you do at the end of the day, like I just said, 10-minute bonus workouts, and you could add one of the bonuses to any workout to target any particular muscle group. Now, the remote control workouts are for people that don't have a step. If you're a traveler, these are like more like on the go if you obviously don't have the equipment. There's Tabata bonuses. You could add one of these to any workout when you want to double up on your cardio. There's a getting started guide so you can learn about the program. What? Oh. And then I think this is cool. There's a brag board where you could record your results for each workout so you can see how you progress, which I feel like they always do that with all the programs. And I look at it and I'm like, no way. Like, I can't believe when I'm thinking that I'm doing the same reps, I look at my, brag board or my progress board and I'm like, oh my God, I went up 5 reps. Delete trackers, informational videos, the control track, which is that band, the core ball. So let's talk nutrition for a moment, ladies. Now, she obviously is going to be referring to the Ultimate Portion Fix, but you can do 2B Mindset too. So your bundle will include both of the programs, even though you already have them, not your bundle, but your clients' bundles. And you're going to be able to take control of the food in a way that works best for you. And you all know that, and Anne will touch on that too. You'll get 30-day access to the Nutrition Plus membership. Okay, so here are the important dates. November 30th. Now, I honestly thought I heard that they were having a sample workout, but I was on a call last night and they said there's not a sample workout because we don't have the equipment. So I guess it's a first watch on BOD. And do you know anything about that? Is it like a preview of the program, like a trailer?
So that actually was a little bit confusing with me, and I can probably send a note to Brian in the group to kind of clarify that, because lately they've been kind of talking about how right now, since we've stopped doing the workouts, majority of us have finished the program.
Yeah.
Now they're actually also utilizing the group as to strategize the launch as well, which is really cool. And that includes, the important dates on when we should set up our BOD groups and, when we should start that. But they were mentioning in our launch groups that, okay, this is our sneak peek of our sample workout, but they didn't say if it was something that we can actually do or not. And I do know on the Super Saturday, didn't she have like a Tabata workout? So maybe it'll be something similar to that, where it's some Tabata that doesn't require the track, because not all of her Tabatas do, which is, everything is completely different every single workout. So if they're going to do a sample workout, it would be something along those lines as my guess. Maybe some of the complexes might be included in it.
Okay, so we'll just keep an eye out, and I will keep an eye out in the roundtable if any of the coaches post anything. Also, Beachbody Champions page, we'll have information too. So you need to, I would definitely like that group if you haven't done so. So much training will be in there as well. December 7th will be our window to sign up and purchase. And we will also then be included in the coach access to her group on Facebook. So we can kind of try the workouts share it on social media and give our feedback. So come December 21st, the customers can purchase, but we can also sign up. Like I'm signing up everyone as a discount, but after December 21st, you can sign up customers. And then January 4th will be our Get Your Free Gown test group. And I want us to consider this and call it a test group, because it is a new program that we are all trying for the first time together as coaches, and we are in the test group. And I think we should just do it on Facebook. I'm still like, I don't know about bad groups, guys. I'm still having to look into that. Maybe I'm just old school. So that right now is what I have as far as like the details. I really feel that Autumn wants us to take control in every area of our lives, our nutrition, our self-care, our fitness, especially now this time of year with the holidays, and the fact that January 2020 will be, launching this program. And we are going to be taking on this responsibility as a coach. We are products of the product. And yes, there are people that are going to be investing in you. You are a CEO and you're going to be taking on the weight of the world, but you need to do this for yourself too. And if you do that, everyone will follow suit. They're going to take ownership, and you just need to kind of release and let go of that responsibility, because you are responsible to yourself first. And I just want to remind you of all that. Okay. All right. So if you have anybody that is interested, we do have that info group on Facebook. Everything's organized in units. Tag them where they want information and have them like look through the group. And on November 30th, with the sample, whatever we get, we all need to post in that group and talk about, the program and give our feedback just from what we saw on November 30th in that info group. Okay, so now I'm going to hand it over to Ann and let Ann talk about the program and talk about her freaking once in a lifetime experience with Autumn and working with her in this test group. So go ahead, Ann, the floor is all yours.
Thank you so much. Okay, so yeah, it was a wonderful experience, and I had written a bunch of different notes, and I have pages and notes just from the group alone, to be quite honest. So it was really actually hard to kind of like organize my thoughts and like what information to share. So you shared a lot of the information in terms of the equipment and everything. So some things that I can probably add in terms of the workouts itself is that yes, they are around 18 to 30 minutes. And that doesn't really include the warm-up and the cool-down portion, but Tabata is 18 minutes. That is our cardio day. And if you're not a huge fan of cardio, that is a bonus right there in itself, I feel, because I feel like sometimes cardio is the hardest days. I love how she created the calendar and the phases, because it does progress from like week 1, you're going to go through this workout and you're like, that was nothing. I can do it. What the heck? I can do a little extra. And you're going to want to do some extra stuff on your rest days. And there are the 2 rest days, but but she, even in the workouts, is going to tell you, just keep, don't complain about how easy this is, because it will get harder, and it does get harder. And she does that on purpose to really kind of get you used to the workouts, because when you are doing these, you have to take control of everything. From the beginning, obviously, you have to figure out where you're going to put this door track. So I typically work out in my living room, and I had to move my space to my little office area, which is a little adjacent, which is a little bit more snug with space. But it became like a bit of an obstacle course, because for me, like I didn't exactly know how to set up my area for that day. And so you have to kind of be prepared to take control. And she walks you through the moves first before you actually get started, which is great. So you start with, you have 3 DCT days. You're going to have like 2 days on, 2 days on, a day off, and then 3 days on and a day off. So it's going to change phase by phase. The DCT, she's going to start you with the warm up, And then she's going to go through the through the density portion, and actually show you the moves. And you're just going to do a bit of a trial run, like maybe 4 moves of each. And that's going to be your time to kind of set up your area, to like make sure that you're ready to go. And then the clock's going to start for 12 minutes. And then in that 12 minutes, you're going to perform as many rounds as possible of those 5 exercises. And then that part is done, and pretty much half your workout is done, which is awesome. So some days are going to be harder than others. There are going to be some days that you are going to get a lot of rounds in, and then there's going to be some days that you maybe only get like maybe 3-4 rounds in. It's every single workout is completely different. You're never repeating anything other than like a total body tone day. So with the DCT, you do your density, and then she moves you on to 4 minutes of complex. So that's about 2 to 3 different exercises, and it's all weights. So it's like a series, like you could be doing, just an example, it could be you're laying on the floor, you're doing bench and flies and doing some like X-shaped flies as well, and just kind of rotating them. And you're gonna do that for about 2 to 3 rounds, depending on it. That part's done. And then you move on to Tabata, and you have 4 minutes to Tabata. She actually builds you up with the Tabata as well. Phase 1, you are actually doing 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off for that Tabata. So you're pretty much doing Tabata 4 out of the 5 days for this program. And that's 4 minutes just for the DCT rounds. So it's different every single time. It could be on the step or off the step. It could require the track. It's one exercise that you're doing for 4 minutes. Phase 1, you're doing it 10 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Phase 2, you're gonna go 15 on, 15 off. And then phase 3, you're gonna go full Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for that. So that's done. Literally, that's your whole DCT day. And then that's probably gonna be about 32 minutes or so. When you're first starting the program, she might go through them a little bit more thoroughly because you're trying to like get used to everything. So it's going to be a little bit longer, but as the time progresses, those workouts alone still get shorter. Then you have your full on Tabata days. And like I said, those are 18 minutes of actual work. So that doesn't include the warm up and the cool down. So like all in all, you're probably looking at 23 minutes of work total for your entire workout. And it's intense. She's going to go through a series of different Tabatas. Sometimes you're going to be doing the same Tabata move for 4 minutes, but then other times she'll like rotate 2 different moves. You might be doing it on the step. You might be doing it with the ball. In between, she has the core movements as well. So that is not included in the actual Tabata portion. But it does break up the moves, which is really nice. You got like maybe 3 different sections of just core within that. Then you have your total body tone day, and that is the only workout that you're going to recruit that you will be repeating throughout the phase. So you will have a chance to beat your score. You'll do that one for phase 1 for 3 times, and then she'll switch it up. In phase 2, you're going to have a different round of workouts, and then phase 3, you're going to do a different round of workouts as well. You're also going to notice, as the phases kind of go on, with the complex and the density moves, your reps are going to be different. Like week 1, you're going to probably be doing 12 reps, but then you're going to be doing 10 reps the week 2, and then down to 8 reps week 3. And so those moves will get harder. So because of that as well. Week 2, even though it does get progressively harder, is actually the hardest phase of the program. So you're kind of getting hit, and with that, and then it doesn't like totally die down on phase 3, but it kind of like stays the same and maybe like tapers down a little bit to kind of keep your strength. But every single phase, even with the Tabata, you're going to start at, actually I shouldn't say that, but phase 1 and phase 2 for the Tabata moves on the density, it's always going to be the 15 seconds on week 1, and then you're going to keep progressively going a little bit higher on that. If I'm confusing you, just ask a question. Don't worry about it. sometimes we'll go off on a tangent, honestly. But that is how the workouts are done. Every single night, there is a dedicated control stretch that goes with the program. Like there is no dedicated, okay, this day is our upper body, this day is lower body, and you know, this is core day. You're literally getting everything in every single workout. If she's saying that you're doing like shoulders and back, guess what? You're probably doing legs. Pretty much every day is leg day in this program. And there's not an actual dedicated leg day until you get to phase 3. So that's been like a big joke in the program, which has been, it's been pretty funny about that. So because you're always going to be feeling that, but it's cool because she just sneaks that in there. The workouts itself, there's no music on her real-time workouts. There has not been any music on any of the programs, but the vibe was still very high. There was only the 4 cast members actually in the group, but she also did have a Zoom call going as well. For me, they didn't really show like a visual of the Zoom, and in fact, I didn't actually see the full footage of what the finished product of the workout is going to be because they were filming it as they were sending us the videos to actually do, which I thought was pretty cool as well. And it kind of made it, I feel like, a little bit more personal, you know, like you kind of felt like you were part of the group. I was actually doing like her real-time 21-day fix, which was a larger group, and everybody's kind of laughing around and like laughing at her jokes as she's talking. But in this one, they're really communicating and talking and joking around, and you just find yourself kind of laughing, and then that really helps to like, you know, get through the workouts. Like she's actually like doing that on purpose because she knows that these moves are hard, and she's just kind of motivating you every step of the way as you go. So I really love that about the program. I love that she was completely real in this program. Like there has been times where I can tell that she was struggling to finish moves. And in fact, on the one day, I wish I remember exactly what day it was, but it was supposedly the hardest workout of the program. She was still on the floor like gasping to catch her breath at the end. So it makes you feel better if she's doing the same and like, being the trainer, because she's not holding back. You know, she's using like her life experiences and her stories, and, you know, the cast is doing the same, and just kind of pushing everybody through. She's motivating you, and she's giving you a lot of great information. And there hasn't really been any points in the program, like during any of the workouts, where I felt like I was wishing that it would end, or that I felt bored at any means, because I felt like there was a lot of variety going on. Because I never knew what to expect. It kind of felt like you were in like a real-time boot camp, and you were going to class, and this is just something to do, and you're just gonna do it. And afterward, you just feel amazing. So when she tells you that you're really taking control of everything, you really are. So with this program, I absolutely made sure to dial into my nutrition. I was doing a little bit experimenting with 2B Mindset prior. I went back to Ultimate Portion Fix. For me, that definitely worked. So I would definitely, I would suggest it. There was a lot of girls in the group that did 2B Mindset and had some amazing results still with the program. But they did talk about Ultimate Portion Fix a lot. And it worked. It really worked. Like that first couple weeks, I saw some amazing results. Like it felt like the weight was just flying off of me right away. And even at that point, those workouts weren't as hard. My results slowed, as the weeks progressed, but I know that I definitely was gaining muscle, and I was still losing inches. And everybody's results in the program were pretty a large span, just because of where everybody was at in their journey as well. So I saw some women that had a lot of weight to lose, and they did, and their inches that they lost was incredible. And then other people who maybe only lost a few pounds, and their inches lost was incredible, and other people, were, kind of a little bit unsure about their progress in the group. And would comment on it. And I really loved how Autumn actually started talking to everybody in the group. Like she would comment and, respond to people's comments if they were having issues with stuff, and helping them along, and still giving them, motivating them if they didn't have a lot of progress. They might only saw a little bit of pounds lost, but she's telling you, this is your journey. This is, you can't compare yourself to everybody else. Everybody has a starting point. Everybody's at a different level, and everybody has different things going on in their life. You could take control, but you also enjoy that journey, and you make sure to, just look at what you did lose and what you did gain from it, and just cherish every part of it. Not exactly her words, but I'm just kind of improvising there. Let's see, what else can I say about it? Every single week in the group, one of our top 10 coaches went live and did a training. So that was a really great experience, and very, very helpful too, because from the beginning of the program, they did change the rules. Originally, we were allowed to show maybe 10 seconds of a video, one move total. And I started out doing it. Everybody started out doing it. But then within a couple of days, they changed everything up. And she's like, all right, now you can show a move, but it can't show the control track, or can't show the ball. So you can't show this specific equipment. And we're like, okay. So then we started doing that. And then she's like, you know what? Just don't show any moves at all. And so you're literally trying to promote this group without telling any information about anything at all. And the reason why is because, when she said, don't you show the equipment, it's because it was way too early in the phase where a lot of competitors could have been zoning in and trying to figure out what they're doing and try to get something in the market before Beachbody does. And then when it came down to just showing a move, then she's like, all right, well, that's not doing it justice, because you can see that move in one of her other programs, if it's not going to show the originality of the equipment that she provides in there. So those trainings were really, really useful, because basically the main concept around them was how to promote it when you can't talk about it. And it actually still kind of holds true for what we're doing today, in general, because everybody's does a different routine at different times. And really, you don't want to kind of announce what you're doing on a regular basis, because then people can Google it, right? So it still provides mystery, still provides, FOMO when you're doing it. And it also is allowing you to put yourself out there, get your story out there, get people to know you, and not just see what you're doing. That way you have something to talk about. So, and that's pretty much what we went into on most of the trainings. And also just making sure to show different types of transformations. I did go all in, and I made sure I took my progress pictures every single week, and I posted them every single Sunday. And it definitely got easier. Definitely was scary to do that the first time. But I got a lot of really good feedback, and I noticed a lot of people watching my stories more, a lot of people commenting and liking my photos more, and that allowed me to talk to more people as well. Because I noticed that people that I didn't think were, communicating with me, they may not have responded to me, maybe we just never talked in years, that they were actually still watching me. And when I saw those people consistently watching me, it really allowed me to talk to them a little bit more further, and actually talk about that. But then also, you have to get creative. You have to take control of the situation. You have to come up with different areas. They talked about the subtle changes, that you're experiencing. There was a Zoom call just yesterday with Autumn, and I was reviewing that a little bit ago again. And they talked about using your Shakeology as your fast food. Oh, maybe last year, this would have been my fast food, but now this is my fast food, and this is the benefits that it's provided me. Actually just kind of showing little subtle things on your journey and the things that have changed in your life, rather than just telling, and being that advertisement, I guess, per se, but actually just kind of showing how you're taking control in your journey itself. Let's see, what else did I write down for you guys here? So the workouts I went into, the test group itself, it was really great. It was really positive for the most part. You know, there were some points where some people, you know, kind of just got a little bit, you know, frustrated with like different movements and not being able to, you know, based on like how things were. But, you know, in the end, you know, everything was excellent. You know, there's a lot of real positive people, a lot of positive results. They had some really cute ideas on videos, and, you know, everybody was kind of educating everybody on it. There was a lot of live videos from Autumn, like I mentioned, and also from the group itself. Now that we're actually done with the program, we're actually utilizing the group to help a launch strategy. So that's actually what we're doing right now. And they're utilizing the 10X rule, you know, for that launch. So a lot of people in the group are actually now reading the 10X rule as well, which is something that we've been doing here with Maggie. So I thought that was really great. If you have any questions, please let me know, because
This is so awesome. Like, I am so freaking pumped to do this program now. Like, I was just listening to you, I am like, oh my God, this is going to be like something we've never done before, you guys. Like, I am so excited. So I do have some questions, and ladies, if you have questions, unmute yourselves too. Now, with the added, like the workouts, like the bonus, I think abs and Tabata, does she have like a workout calendar where you could follow, like if you want to add that to one of your workouts?
We didn't have a visibility to a calendar. Our calendar was literally on Facebook, and we just kind of followed our brag board, basically. So it did not include the extras. The only thing that we had was basically what the brag board said. This is when you have your specific DCT day, Tabata and total body tone, and then the correlated control stretch. Now, basically in there, she mentioned that those extras were for any, if you just needed a little extra something. And so I did a few of them. I did about like 3 or 4 of them, and they were really good. They were really quick. They were about like, 10 minutes long, 11 minutes long. And, they were nice, but they didn't go, you could probably pair them with your specific day. So you can find like one where it says like back and buys and probably pair it with that just to do a quick add-on. Or there's one specific for abs.
Okay.
Or a few of them.
Yeah. Gosh, you could totally like you could teach us this. This is great. You have so much knowledge, Anne. I love it. I feel so honored to like have you on our team and give us all of this advice. So it looks like we all kind of need to revisit what nutrition program we want to do. So like if you are thinking about doing 2B Mindset, this is a great time to go back to those videos, rewatch them, dive back into it. Same with the Ultimate Portion Fix. I mean, pick out what you're going to do. Time nutrition. Are you going to incorporate carb cycling with this? Like this may be a good time to actually revisit your nutrition program, like the one that you want to do. Jessica had a couple questions. Any heavy lifting days, and are those the 15, 12, 8?
There was randomly some heavier days, but that would be on your complex for the most part. There might be some, density days as well. It's kind of randomly mixed in there, but it's not like a consistent thing. It depends on the type of moves you're doing. You're probably going to see more of those on your total body tone days, is my guess, because you're going to go through the density and the complex moves like a little bit quicker. And because you need to, especially when you're working with the complex moves, you have to go with the weight that's going to fit, the lowest weight that you need. Like if you're going to be doing like extensions, you're going to want to go with the lowest weight possible that you can do for that. specific workout. So even though you might be doing like bench press, the next move might be flies. You're not going to be able to do that fly with that weight, and you can't flip weights during that. She does with that say like maybe she'll start out lighter and then maybe go heavier on that second round, you know, and obviously you just go with what you need, but she'll tell you in the program, okay, I'm going to suggest this weight, and I know that people are going to want to go heavier, but you might want to regret it, and don't forget we have Tabata after this, so just trust me, you know, and that's what and then so just trust her. Trust what she says, but there's not going to be any like crazy heavy lifting days, you know, specifically.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you. What did you learn about yourself during these 9 weeks?
Okay, well, during these 9 weeks, let's see, what did I learn about myself? Well, I definitely learned to definitely take back control. And there was a little bit of points where I kind of felt like I was kind of like falling off, and I had to kind of bring myself back, you know, and it was kind of birthday weekend and all that. And, you know, my nutrition wasn't the best. And I'm also, when I was seeing, you know, the scale not moving during that time, you know, and I had to bring myself back to a point where I was a little bit more balanced again. So I think with that, like, you know, basically that you can definitely do hard things. You know, you can take on anything that you want. I definitely was able to push myself farther out of my comfort zone. I'm still getting there, but I feel a heck of a lot more confident and doing more things now than I did 9 weeks earlier. And then especially these moves that, you know, some of the moves that she's going to throw at you, you're going to be like, yeah, right, I'm not doing that. But then you do it and you're like, wow, okay, that's amazing. So you're really building more confidence yourself, and taking control your mornings, your evenings, your nutrition, everything, mindset.
So that was my next question. Do you feel like you were able to apply what you learned in these workouts, your nutrition, in like your everyday life, as far as like your confidence just with your business or being a mom, you know, your patience level? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the patience level is like here and there. I have very, very, very active children. They're making a lot of racket in the room right now, especially. But with the parenting, I know that it's definitely helped me, because I've definitely noticed where I've been applying things that I've learned and trying to teach them these things as well. When it comes to like mindset and being able to do things and talking positively to yourself and making sure that, you know, what you tell yourself, no matter what, is the truth. So when they're telling me, oh, mom, I can't do this, I'm going to try. No. Try is never an option. You're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And if you tell yourself you're going to do it, that is going to happen. So I feel not maybe, you know, in that aspect, I've definitely have been noticing more control there. In my nutrition, definitely been taking back control.
I could tell.
And yeah. And in my business, like taking control of actually, you know, it gets overwhelming still for me. In terms of like, you know, some days I'm just a little bit more, not organized, but I can just take on a lot more than, you know, it just depends on what's getting thrown at me. But, you know, in terms of like going through those likes and going through those comments and starting those conversations and having people to ask, I've definitely had more people to talk to during this process. Because more people have been curious, you know, and it kind of gives me a lot more ideas, you know, on how to like approach this program, but also like future programs that maybe more people do know, or how to launch something that I may not be in a test group for. You know, I mean, I think that we can all take like a little bits and pieces of this and kind of create that, you know, sense of FOMO and, you know, suspense and, you know, and apply that to any program we're doing, you know, instead of just kind of like throwing it out there.
It's going to create curiosity in anything that we do. Okay, so what advice can you give us to really use this program to leverage our business? Like, what would you say that's something that we should be doing with this program to help us?
Okay, so I was trying to think about that in general. And we actually, you just basically focus on consistency and posting. Autumn actually did suggest for the people that we're talking to for signing up to suggest that they start out doing like the 21-day fix. And the reason why is because it will ramp you up to doing this program. So that would be one good thing to suggest to the people that you're talking to, because when you're talking to about like 21-day fix extreme versus the Tabata in Control Freak, you're going to be ramping it up from there, basically. So that is one thing. We talked about really utilizing IG story features and bringing in the countdown for the launch of this and kind of like showing that countdown on our stories as well. And then keeping, and also kind of creating a posting cadence as well, you know, to kind of go with. They had suggestion stuff. I know you're going to probably go through some stuff for the launch as well. But kind of really just organize yourself in doing that so that they're not just seeing the program, they're seeing you, and make yourself more the celebrity for that. They were talking about trying to at least reach out to 10 people a day, and it's in connections. And so that we can try to at least before the launch, before, you know, the start of this program, oh no, before the end of the year it was, just that we are trying to talk to 300 people so that we could, you know, get at least 30 people in our group, if that, you know, to start.
That's
So
10X.
yeah, exactly. Looking at the 10X rule. Melanie Mitro also had some really good suggestions, and I wrote them down, but I'm just going to go back to my original notes from there. All right, I labeled it. Is that we should really make a list and then create like our Google Forms and make sure that they're on our Instagram or Facebook accounts. And then also create like weekly emails. And that's actually one thing, you guys, I really need you to go now. Thank you. Create weekly newsletters. And I've actually been doing that the past couple weeks. And I've got, you know, just with my current customers and clients, and just kind of providing a little bit about me, a little bit, you know, adding the recipes to it, try to create some value to it. But you can utilize that for like our customer leads and start talking about it, and like maybe utilizing those progress pictures that we're getting from the groups, not in just our stories, but maybe in a weekly newsletter to those people to, you know, to gain more customers. So that might be a really good idea. And then everything else we're already doing. We already have the Facebook group. So we got to utilize that. We got to try and get as many people in there as possible. And then set our goal, you know, and try to create that FOMO, saying, okay, we need everybody in here by December 28th, you know, specifically because we're all starting on January 4th in that group, you know. So there was in our group people starting at different times, and it was because of like shipping delays. So one thing that we could suggest is, yeah, we have that January 4th hard date, but like for the people, maybe start like another like week or two later, and so we have like a team 1, team 2, you know, within our Facebook group. So that can help, so that if we have some stragglers, we don't have to make them feel that, you know, that they're behind. But then also, let me see, with some information from like Autumn, she was just talking about, let's see here. Well, really utilizing, you know, in terms of talking to people, like, you know, the money option and breaking it down. I thought she had some really good information there. Like we have, you know, this challenge pack is being $199, you know, as a challenge pack with, you know, with the equipment. You know, we're going to get people that are going to be kind of, you know, all for that and some against it. And then she kind of broke it down too in terms of like what she does for training, that right now, like if she's talking to a client, she's charging $200 an hour. And if she's adding nutrition, that's $150. You know, that's $350 an hour for, you know, for a 1 hour session. but you're getting all of that in this for $200, and you have BOD for the year. You know, you're breaking it down, you know, it's like $4 a day. So utilizing that types of information, you know, into the group as well will be really useful. I hope that helped. If I didn't go on a tangent, just let me know.
That helped a lot. It's true, because I know she also has her own little business too. Not little, but her own like personal training nutrition business. Alyssa wants to know, was the track hard to install?
Nope, not at all. It was very easy. It's like, I mean, I have it right here. It's basically just a couple, you have your door, you install like this one component onto it, you flip it around the door. It's got a little groove thing that hangs on the top to keep it stable. And then it's like kind of like a zip tie thing that you kind of just, you know, secure. It's easy to take on, easy to take off. It took a couple minutes. I keep it wrapped up. I keep it at the top. It's a really amazing piece of equipment, honestly. It gives you, if you need to travel, that is definitely the thing to go. I mean, this thing came in a ball this big. I mean, it's perfect for the people that have to travel, because you can set it up like, you know, in a hotel room, or wherever you need to go, you know, and it's done. It's done for you. There were the people that don't have a door. They had some information that I think will be included with the package and how to install it. You can install it on a wall. I've seen some people, if they're working on the basement, they were able to, like, you know, come up with a configuration to install it there, like, you know, at the top and the bottom. As long as it's door height, it'll work fine. Because you have to be able to zip that up and down, like in a snap.
I know that, like, I was on a call with Christina Battaglia, I can't pronounce her last name, Christina Battaglia last night, and she said that Autumn called her, like, in a whole group of people and said, I want you and your husband to do this together. And her husband is very, like, I don't do these workouts. Like, I don't want to say he's anti-Beachbody. He loves it, but he's just one of those husbands that just goes to the gym. But then COVID happened, and he's like, yes, I will do this. Let's support one another. They went to Florida, and she brought the ball, brought the strap or the band, and then she didn't have a step, but she used a stair. And she, like, they were there. They still followed the nutrition. They did a phenomenal, like, their results are great. I mean, they were in Florida for a while too because of COVID. But Danny wants to know, can we see it? Like, could you move your computer, or no, is it too hard?
Probably. No, I can probably adjust it really quickly. I'll have to bring it around. Okay, this is like my kids' toy closet, and everything is literally moved from their bedroom, so you're just gonna have to
Oh, girl, you know,
deal with
we're
it.
in good company.
Yeah.
We're all like this. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
So,
Okay.
so that is what it looks like on the front. I have it wrapped up here so the little one can grab it. Hopefully you can see this and just adjust it. It zips up and down in a flash, and the back end, I have this is how it's attached.
Oh.
On the top, it's just, sorry, my little vision board I had to move so it wasn't in the view there, but it's like, it's got this on each side, and so that holds over there and over here, and that's how you install it.
Oh, that's neat.
And it's quite easy, and it actually worked out for my space. Yeah. So I had to work out at an angle here, honestly, because I have my desk here and then like a futon. And so it was kind of like an angled kind of opening, but it worked fine. Like I just adjusted it. I just put my mat down there, and it worked good because, you know, it's a flexible piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy, and it really gives you like the gym experience, like, you know, all the, like, you know, instead of like, you know, you had the lat pull downs, so many amazing moves, like, and just zipping it up and down is so easy. I believe that her and Carl, like, you know, made it specifically to be this easy specifically for this program. So if people are going to try and tell you, oh, I'm just going to look on Amazon for it, it's not going to work the same, you know, in comparison to, you know, getting this, and you're still not going to get as good of a deal.
Yeah.
With all the equipment, and, you know,
Well, that gives us a better visual.
Yeah.
Does the door need to be regular height?
You know what? They never specified the actual door height, and because it is adjustable, I would assume that a standard door is going to be fine. If it's taller than you, I think you're good to go. Because there's some points where you have to put it up at the highest point, sometimes at the lowest, sometimes chest height. So you're really kind of going with your height specifically on the different movements, and you can adjust it accordingly to what you need. So if it's not, if you can't find a door at the right height, you step back to make it, the move work, to make it harder, if you need that.
One of the girl, don't quote me because I could be like lying and I probably sound like a know-it-all, but I swear it's just because I'm a stalker. Isn't Just Dukes in this test group too?
Yeah, all the top 10 coaches are in there. Yeah.
So this makes me sound like a creep. Okay, so she moved and she said that like all of her doors in her new house are really tall, and so she's like mounted to the wall instead.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it didn't work, but
No,
I just sound like a stalker. Just ignore me.
no,
But
I
I'm
didn't,
like,
I didn't follow
when
her
you
on
said the
Instagram.
door height, it like triggered the memory of her story. So
Yeah. No, yeah, I can't imagine how tall that would be. I mean, I have a nice lag of the strap in the back still. So that must be some pretty tall doors, or even some maybe thick doors as well to kind of like hold that. But you can find a stud if you can find a stud on the wall, you can mount it to the stud. There are some people that put the clips on there, and they just put a ring on the bottom, ring on the top, put the clips, and then they just kind of connected it that way. They had some test pictures in there. I think I posted one of them. I have a couple different examples I can probably post of like some wall mounts.
That would be great.
Mhm.
All right, girls, I want to, we're at the 9 o'clock hour, and I want to touch on like how we can launch this awesome program.
Can I ask one question real quick?
Sure.
It got lost in my other questions. The calendar. You kept talking about DCT days. Okay, and that it was like 2 days on, 1 days off. I mean, can you kind of give an idea of what the calendar looks like?
Well, every phase is going to be a different calendar. Okay. So your rest days are going to be different each phase, and also the structure of the layout of the workouts are going to be different days as well for each phase. So you'll have 3 weeks of a specific day off, and then maybe Monday, Tuesday might be a DCT, and then Wednesday might be Tabata. You're gonna have Thursday off, and then you might have DCT and a controlled stretch, and then another day off. But then she'll flip it around for phase 2, and then I think that one was a little bit confusing at first because let me look at my thing really quick. Let's see. So phase 2, it was like we started out with Tabata, and then we had a DCT day. We had Tuesday was our rest day, and then Thursday was DCT. Friday was Total Body Tone. We had a rest day on Saturday, and then we had DCT on Sunday. And then on phase 3, we did DCT on Monday, Tabata Tuesday, rest day Wednesday, and we did Total Body Tone Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday were DCT. So she flips it around. And like I said, not one workout. Well, I guess like, for the first phase, you're going to do like back and bis, chest and tris. And then the third one's going to be shoulders, so it does give you like specific, but you're working so many muscles within there that you're not going to notice, because everything is going to be worked, So like, I never knew kind of going into the workout, like I saw it on there, but I was like, never, I never cared, oh, today was back day, or, today was, shoulder day, because I felt like I was getting a great workout every single workout that was going into it. Yeah, I hope that helps.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for sharing. And you guys, she is an open book. So if you have any questions, just message Ann or post it in the team page, and she will definitely get back to you. So I want to just touch on real quick how we can leverage this program to build our business and really reach those goals. Girls, please. Like, you're just being straight out rude now. Sorry. She's got 2 friends over. So, all right. Can you guys see my screen? This is a great launch plan and marketing plan right here. You want to start like talking about this. Can you guys hear me? Okay. You want to start talking to this like the last day, like this last 7 days before the program launches. So like it launches on December 7th. You want to start talking about this like December 1st, day 1. This will, it's crucial. You want to start inviting and posting and cover your bases. And what you can do is commit to one of Autumn's programs for the whole month of December, whether it's 21 Day Fix, Extreme, 80 Day Obsession, Hammer and Chisel. You could do the hybrid, but commit to one, because then you can highlight it and hype it up on social media, and it will help you with like launch her program, the 9-week Control Freak program. And it will create your waiting list, if you will. So day 1, talk about what it is. Take a poll, but leave some sort of curiosity, like Anne has been telling us. Day 2, talk about why you're doing this. You want to, really lead with emotion when launching this plan. We have been on, emotions have been high all year long, you guys. People relate to emotion, not a workout move, all right? We have all dealt with mental health struggles throughout the year. Really share how this is going to gain so much confidence in your life, what you deserve, especially now in the time of our lives and this COVID chaos or whatever you're struggling with in your life. That is so important. Day 3, maybe ask for tips, support, but you want to ask your niche people. Hey, I struggle with, maybe something that you struggle with your nutrition. What are some tips that you guys follow throughout, the holidays? Give me some tips. You want people to engage in your stories. You want to ask them for help too. Don't pretend you're the expert, because that's how they're going to relate to you. Day 4, give all the deets on what it is, why, how, and then invite to our info group. We have this info group. You can put your people in there, tag them in the posts that you think that they should watch or read or look at, and add anyone that's interested. I mean, all the prices are up and everything. Day 6, share your story, invite to the group. Last call to actions. Just say, hey, I'm running a test group and I'm looking for 10 women to do this with me. We're going to start 2021 on the best note, positive note, emotionally, physically, and I need you to all do this with me. Who's in? I will provide everything for you. Day 7 is your enrollment party. You send your links, you do your one-on-one follow-ups. All the people that are in the info group is when you tag them in the price list, you message them and ask them, okay, so we are launching this tomorrow, and you add, like Anne said, you add that sense of FOMO, okay? So this is just an example. I'm going to post this in the team page, and I put it in our chat groups too. Also, you guys, you want to follow the nutrition. It's key. I know it's going to be hard around the holidays, but just do your best. Do your best. Go to Autumn's IG, stalk her. She's going to be sharing moves in her stories. Maybe try them out, and keep convincing yourself that this is going to be your soul mate program, because that's when you're going to notice a shift, not only in your mind, but in your business, because this, like Anne said, this program is going to help you take control of your mindset. We all need it right now, okay? And that's the other part of it. Every day until launch, you can help people to start taking back control of their mind and get focused for 2021. So this is a launch plan, and then I also wanted to share with you, I have a launch calendar that has posts because that launch calendar is more for like stories. But I have a, here we go, a calendar just to give ideas of how you can start planting the seeds and leverage this program. So it could be a little blurry. I could screenshot it from another team. You know me, I don't recreate the wheel ever. So we're on what, the 24th. It says share your favorite Thanksgiving foods. Tomorrow is share what you're grateful for. So each day there's something different that you can kind of slowly start marketing and planting seeds to all your followers and sharing. So if there's a day where you're like, I don't know what to talk about, use this calendar. These are just ideas. I also wanted to share with you guys the Team Drive. I don't know if you've dabbled in it yet, but I put everything that we need to know for a 9-week control week, 9-week control freak in there. I even put an interest form. I created an interest form for all of us. Okay, it's under, okay, program launches, 9-week control freak launch. So here we go. Week 1 could be like, we could start it. You can start this whenever. Week 1. There's a whole marketing bundle here. IG stories of the actual program that you can download to your phone and put them on your stories. Here's the interest form if you want to use this interest form. Just be sure to, it tells you how to create your own, but I'll show you the one that I created. Just make a copy, because if you use the master, everyone's going to see the people that sign up for it. So you could even add a whole highlight to your Instagram page full of, like, here's a cover. You could put women and men's transformations in there. You could put the week 1 stories in there if you want to add that. Sneak peek information. So just, you guys, like, you are all CEOs here. I shouldn't have to tell you what to do. You should know, like, all the tools and resources are here. You just have to take the action and go through all this. Find the time during your business hours and just go through this. And then, hold on. So, I hate when this does this. Right in the program launch, here is the interest form. Ooh, wait one second. These are just like different calendars, hybrid calendars. I know I put the interest form in here just before this call. Let me see. Well, anyways, here is the interest form. I made a copy of it. This is just what, it's very basic. And this is something that you can put in your stories. You could, I would definitely collect emails. This is how you're going to collect emails and start an email list. It has a video, and then it says at the bottom, I'm all in, I'm ready, or there's an option where they could pick, I'm not sure if I'm ready for this program, but I'd love to hear more about the other programs, please. So that's where you could say, listen, like what Ann said, maybe you can start with her beginner program and build yourself up to this program and start with us, you know, in January. Because if we're going to be committing to an autumn program, we could say, well, I'm doing this program too. You can join us and do it with us. So everything is done for you. It's just a matter of you guys just going out there and sharing it and loving on it and basically showing up in people's feeds and giving them a positive attitude and a positive like mindset about what their 2021 year is going to look like for them. You want to create that vision for them, because right now is a time when everyone's thinking about their physical health, their mental health, their emotional health, their relationships, their careers. This is the time of reflection is in January. So you want to be the person to create that for them, because they're the ones that are going to be coming to you for help, because you're going to be sharing all of this positivity and all of this action and awesomeness in their feeds. So I think that's it. I think I got it all. I mean, you guys, this is like a bang for your buck. Like Anne was saying, you get so much for like not that much at all. For now, I'm still promoting the $20 off, and the people that buy a challenge pack this month, I'm going to be contacting every single one of them and saying, you're going to be joining the 9-week Control Freak group with us, because right now I'm putting them on the 21-day fix program. If they don't want to do that, then I put them on a different program. And I will say, you're going to upgrade your bod. And this is because I'm pretty sure Beachbody is going to send them like a 25% off if they upgrade, or like a promo code or something. So if they buy a challenge pack, Beachbody will send it to them. So they'll probably already know about it, but just say, I'm going to upgrade your bod and you're going to do this program with us, and we're going to start the year off right. So that's my plan. Do you guys have any questions? Oh my gosh.
I have questions, but I'm like, I'm a sleepy girl. So if
Yeah.
I do, I will make sure I message you. But this is all, and this was really great information.
Yes.
Maggie, everything on the team drive is
Yeah.
so helpful. So thank you for
Oh my gosh, you guys. Anything, like, no, it's so, like, I always say, please don't reinvent the wheel. Everything's done for you. Just use it. That's why we have it. You have to use it. Ladies, this business, or this program, is going to move your business forward, not backwards, but you have to do it the right way. You have to be smart about it. You know, really let your story relate to this program. You can say, I've never done this before, you guys. I don't know what the frick this strap thing is, but guess what? You're doing it with me, you know, and really get them excited about this path that they're taking. So anyways, okay, it's 9:15 and you guys don't have any questions. I feel like my job is done. Like, this is great. I do want to do a quick boomerang, if you don't mind. And that's it. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, one last thing, you guys. We're going to have Autumn on our team call too. So be on the lookout. I'm waiting for an email from corporate to schedule that. I always try to do it on launch day. So I'm going to try to do it on December 7th, but it'll definitely be sometime that week. So I will let you know when that is, but yeah, she'll be on our call as well. That's what's great about being an elite team. You get all these perks. All right, let's do like what do you guys want to do? How about we go crazy, because we're going to get our freak on, right? Okay, go. Oh wait, that just gave me a headache. Let's just do this. Perfect. Oh, you guys are all quiet. All right, I'm gonna let you all go. I recorded this if you need to go back to it and share it with your coaches if anyone missed it. Thanks for hopping on. I love you guys all, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of you people. You have no idea how much, you're the ones that get me out of bed every morning. My kids some days. But you really are the reasons why I wake up every freaking morning. So thank you so much. Mwah. I love you all.
Bye.